Hello there, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, patch 7.2, Seekers of Eternity. Probably gonna have something to do with all the dead, not dead, living, not living people back in the dead memories. Living memories? Dead memories. Now dead memories because we went there and killed everything. Okay, so it's been 4 months since the last MSQ. So what do I remember of what happened in 7.1? We went to a funeral for Sveen because everyone was mourning her. Then we had some side questing with Gololja, finding out about his mother. She was trying to trap Soralja into having a baby. She succeeded, thus Gololja. And then she turned into a rabid rabbit and we killed her. So that story thread is done, hopefully. Then we had another side quest with Kona, which I kinda liked. Where he, as the vow of resolve, vow of reason, sorry, Lamat is the resolve one, found out about his background, where he came from, his parents. He got to know an animal for 5 minutes and then decided to just gamble the entirety, the stability of the newly formed government on protecting the animal against a big monster hunter predator. And he is not very good in combat, so he could have died and, like I said, destabilized the entire continent. But that would never have happened because this is Disneyland and everyone is happy, happy, joy, joy, no conflicts. Then we saw that and the train thing and the Ronek whistle, and then we got back and suddenly Sveen was alive, she was there, and no one had any memories about the funeral, and then we saw Ishtola and someone else, I don't remember who, in dead memory, and someone stumbling. We saw it from their perspective. Someone stumbling, seeing Ishtola, and that was probably also Sveen. So we're gonna have Spirit Sveen, who gave us a creepy smile, and then the stumbling person Sveen, probably. Let's see what happens. This is the Seekers of Eternity. I am indeed heading to the back room. Yep, getting comfortable. So here's Kryle. Will Kryle get her spot in the limelight, you think? In the spotlight? Let's see. Kryle, what do you want? A glimmer of the past. Kryle wishes to catch up on recent events. How recent? Ah, Drath, your timing could not have been better. If you have a moment, we have some things we would like to share. Alright. Excellent. We'll just wait for Wuklamat. She should arrive shortly. Ah, Drath, glad to see you're here too. Of course I am, where else would I be? And speak of the devil. Let's catch each other up, shall we? Right, I'll go first if nobody minds. I've been back in Tuliolal and spoke with Kona. I told him all about the records left behind by Gololja's mother, as well as Sveen's reappearance. We decided that I should remain in the dome until things settled down more. But while I'm Gololja's guardian, I'm also a foreign ruler. I'll have to take care not to appear as though I'm meddling in Alexandrian politics. That's all from me. Alright, gotcha, understand, we frowning. As for the rest of us, we've been keeping track of this new Sveen. She has been making regular appearances before the people. And each time she does, she encourages them to become endless. Alas, much else about her remains a mystery, including why she has chosen to reveal herself now. On our end, we have confirmed that only those wearing regulators have had their knowledge of Queen Sveen's death altered. Right, the weird black painted regulators that were very much zoomed in on, as in trying to really... In case you missed it, it's the regulators that have always been kind of the case of altering people's memories. Do you remember that the regulators do things with people's memories of the dead people? Here are the regulators. Sorry. Someone must have tampered with the devices to remove any and all memories of the event. Would be the funeral. Though we haven't yet identified the perpetrator, given recent events, Sveen is the chief suspect. Many believe that the Queen of Reason is alive and well, and remember her funeral as a memorial for those lost in the attack. Needless to say, this has proven confusing for those with more accurate recollections. Yeah, how are they going to address that? They didn't really think this plan through, did they? We will carry on with our investigation. I'll head to Earth and Sky now and coordinate with our people there. I forgot Earth and Sky was a thing. That's in Heritage Found, wasn't it? Well, there's one other matter. The highlight of this gathering, you might say. We would like you to meet a certain someone. By all means, where is this person now? Damn you tall. In the break room. She is unwell, and Ishtola and Alice have been tending to her. They will be able to explain things, hopefully. Okay, so now we're gonna find out if it was Sveen or not. I'm banking on Sveen. So we kind of have a memory/spiritual Sveen and then a physical Sveen. I want to see how she's doing, so I'll come too. Please don't. The break room is at the end of the hallway through that door. We can go whenever you're ready. Okay, you couldn't just have gone there? Much as I would love to join you in the break room, I'd rather not overwhelm our guests with too many new faces. Better to keep investigating the activities of our new Sveen. Alphino and Arenville have taken it upon themselves to attend to the people of Alexandria. Full many are still struggling to deal with the recent events, and they hope to make a difference by lending them a sympathetic ear. What happened to Alphino's and Alice's whole mission of going here because they wanted to use what they learned here for the Garlean people? Have you just abandoned the Garlean people? They're still out there, they still need help. They're kinda in dire straits. Proceed to the break room. Yes. Ooh, this is a fancy break room. Sveen? No surprise. Kinda like your outfit though. That looks cozy.
What is she doing here? We just heard she was busy spreading talk of becoming endless among the Alexandrians. What's going on here?
She is not who you think she is. Not the Queen of Reason, who has made a miraculous return, but an individual of flesh and blood, possessed of a soul. We chanced upon her in living memory, but she collapsed before we could exchange words. We decided to bring her here for now.
And how do you know she has a soul?
Her body was suffused with lightning ether, which caused a debilitating paralysis.
Here's a porksy.
Ishtola reached out and informed me of her condition, and I came with a porksy as fast as I could. We're now waiting to see if the treatment was effective.
Judging by her appearance, the circumstances of our encounter, and her extreme ethereal aspect, I am all but certain that she is the one from whom the Endless Sveen was created. The original Queen Sveen of Alexandria.
What? But how can that be possible? The real Sveen died of illness 4 centuries ago.
I died? Whatever do you mean? I am not dead. I'm not.
Obviously.
What is this place? Where is everyone? Otis and Zelenia.
Otis.
And who are you people? Calm down. We mean you no harm. You've been unwell, and it wouldn't do to strain yourself. Please, help me. I don't understand any of this.
Of course. But if I might confirm some things first. You are Queen Sphene of Alexandria, are you not?
Yes. Yes, I am.
And ere you awoke here, you were in another unfamiliar place. Is that correct?
I opened my eyes and saw a strange, dark room. Outside, there were towering buildings, clad in electrope.
You slumbered at the heart of that city for many years, within a facility called the Meso Terminal. Many things have come to pass during that time, some of which you may find upsetting. Are you sure you wish to learn of them?
In that dark room, there was an electric casket designed to preserve its occupant in cold stasis. Until the terminal and its systems were recently shut down, that was where you were kept, in all likelihood. Since the time of the Old Kingdom, for 4 centuries.
What? Do you speak true? I've been asleep for that long. 400 years.
Our records say that Queen Sphene succumbed to the rampant lightning energies unleashed during the storm surge. But it seems the truth is rather different.
So she was in basically cold storage for 4 centuries, so she could be woken up once a cure for her disease had been found. Kind of like the cryostasis thing fad we had in the early/late 90s, where people paid exorbitant sums of money to be frozen down and then revived later on if whatever was ailing them could be cured. I don't know if anyone actually did that, but it was all over. And finally they remember the Porxies. They could have tried the Porxies for the lightning sick lad we found during the MSQ, but no, we had to wait until now. I'm good you're actually starting to a little bit become yourself, Alizine. Or actually remembering stuff. I mean, my memory is bad. You're still young. You shouldn't have any of that problems with your memories. Anywho. What would Otis do if he were here? What can I do? Otis. Now that was a cool guy. The original Queen Sphene. Well, we'll tell her what she wants to know. Then we'll decide what we need to do. We need to kill the spiritual Queen Sphene and you know, put her back on her throne, the actual Queen Sphene. We turned up her chamber when we searched the Meso terminal. Safe to say that none of us had anticipated this development. Then you've never played a Final Fantasy game before, have you? To wake up alone in the distant future, and seemingly by no choice of your own, you can hardly blame her for reacting as she did. The treatment may have been effective, but the road ahead for her remains uncertain. I do not believe that you are lying, so please tell me everything that has happened. Everything. Very well. But let us do so with care, lest we cause you undue strain. Now, while I should like more of us to assist, it isn't practical to gather everyone, so I will summon Grahatia and Kryl for now. And this is how it all went down, you see. Yep, everything she said is true, and then we went to living memory, and yep. This is gonna be a long-ass explanation.
I know this has all been a lot to take in, but how are you feeling? Physically, I mean.
Much better now, thanks to Y'shtola and Alisaie's ministrations. In fact, I can scarcely remember the last time I felt so hale. I know not how to repay them, not only for coming to my aid, but for telling me about my kingdom besides.
I don't think they're ones to keep score. Isn't that right?
Y'shtola is the motherly sort, and Alisaie never abandons those in need, and they are indeed comrades you can rely on. But just because we have a chance to piss off Y'shtola, she is the motherly sort. Don't tell her I said that.
He's known those two for a long time. You can trust in his judgment. Besides, you helped to prove that their treatment works here as well. With this success, they'll be able to help others in Alexandria who suffer from the same illness. Few things could make them happier.
I see. Full glad am I to know that we may cure the affliction after so long. So very long. I steeled myself, having been warned, but it's difficult to come to terms with everything.
Sphene? Maybe going out and seeing it would help. Alexandria as it is now.
Oh, great idea! There's no substitute for seeing things with your own eyes. That said, there is a chance that you'll run into the other Sphene. Still want to take a look, even so?
It would be a lie to say I do not feel anxious, but I wish to walk among the people, to hear their voices and learn about their realm.
We can go together.
Truly, I would be honored.
Then allow us to show you the sights.
Thank you, Wuklamot.
Title drop. She's awfully trusting, isn't she? She basically wakes up surrounded by strangers who tell her that this is what happened, and she just believes us. And now we're all chummy and buddy-buddy. Let's see where this goes. Sveen asked me not to call her by her title. I understand why, but it feels strange. Come on, we'll give Sveen the grand tour of her own city. Which, I mean, 400 years, things are very liable to have changed, yes. Thank you as well, Drak, for your kindness. The Endless Sveen. You knew her, did you not? I wouldn't say we knew her. We learned a little bit about her and then we kicked her ass. It may take time for both of us to come to terms with this situation, myself especially, but I recognize that I must. I may still be here, but the world I knew is gone. Yeah, sure, let's give me the money. Sveen is eager to see the new Alexandria, memories of a bygone age. Before heading out, I should put on more suitable attire. There's a modern outfit among the items Shale has prepared for me, I believe. If you would wait outside, I should only need a moment. Alright, take your time. Will we just stand there and intently stare at her? Yeah, we're gonna go. So the endless Sveen, spiritual Sveen, fake Sveen, endless Sveen, and real Sveen is definitely gonna meet at some point. Will it be now? Will it be later? Who knows? Stola and Alusay left for the government sector. They wanted to discuss how to go about treating those afflicted with lightning. Admirable. I don't know how they keep going without so much as a short break. Again, we could have tried that when we found the child, but alas no. But now I want to see a lot of porksies flying around treating people. Without charge. I haven't gone outside in a while. Shale decrypted more of my mother's records, so I've been spending a lot of time reading them. Sorry about that, kid. Even if she can walk, she is still far from fully recovered. We will have to take care not to push her too hard. Yeah, being asleep for 400 years, have her muscles atrophied, or are they well? Let's see this in modern outfit.
Apologies for keeping you waiting. I've never worn such clothing before.
Oh, that really suits you.
It looks like you're a different person.
I had much the same impression. I had only ever worn skirts, you see. But it seems appropriate for a new beginning.
A moment before you head out. Circumstances being what they are, we thought it best to come up with a way to distinguish you from the other Sphenes, and we should probably settle on this now rather than later.
I suppose it could get pretty confusing.
First, we propose calling you simply Sphene. As for the former Queen of Reason, Endless Sphene should suffice.
What about the new one who's been addressing the citizens?
Despite being the spitting image of Endless Fiend, we know she's a different entity. So we were thinking of calling her a simulant, after imitation stones.
Simusfin?
I see. Well, they're definitely not the same. And that's as good a way as any to draw a distinction. But what do you think, Sphene? Is that all right with you?
Rest assured, I have no objections. When I am in the city, however, I intend to keep both my face and name secret. For the people of today's Alexandria know only the Endless Fiend.
We're sorry to subject you to such ignominy.
No, I myself would rather not invite complications, so it is quite all right. Thank you for your concern, Shale. Let us be off then. I am in your capable hands.
That you are. First, we'll head to the entrance of Solution 9.
Good idea. We should start from scanning Port 9. I'll do my best to explain things.
Scanning port 9? What the hell is that? As long as we keep Sphene's identity under wraps, it should be safe enough to walk around the city. Still, we can't be too cautious while the simulant's off doing whatever it is she's doing. Do take care out there. We shall. Now, where's the scanning port 9? That lady wants to talk to Lama T, so while they're busy, I'll tell you about what we can see from here. Is there any place that interests you? There are so very many, I can't really decide where to begin. Then why don't we let Drat choose? Oh, I'll show you the Arcadian. Ooh, good things are happening in the Arcadian. Aside from the fact that it looks like a giant graphics card, it's the place to be. Right, the following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finder registrations. Explain the sights to Sphene. Yes. Let the outsider explain the city. That is way too technological for his medieval mind. This is Wuklamat just talking to people, trying to convince them that she is not here to colonize them. The lady talking to Lamati just came back from Tuliolal. It was her first time since being trapped in the barrier 30 years ago. She has family in Alexandria now, so she had to return. But the main train made it safe and easy for her to make the journey, and it's all thanks to everyone's hard work. Yeah, remember the bomb we built? There was once a railroad connecting Alexandria and neighboring Lindblom, but operations were suspended when relations deteriorated. Eventually, the tracks were removed entirely. To see that a railroad now connects us to our new neighbors is gratifying. Especially considering that our history began with war, with Alexandria the aggressor. In continuing to strive for peace, Tuliolal's leaders have shown great magnanimity. Learn how to pronounce words, and I can't help but be moved. Let's see, Government Sector, Laynode 9, Nexus Arcade. Yeah, this is where we all teleport in, and sometimes they recently adjusted it a little bit, so we can actually have an easier time touching it now and then just Ethernet throughout the city. If you're tuned to Laynode 9, you can teleport back here anytime you want. You can also use it to teleport to other locations in Solution 9. Kinda makes it easier to get around. That's the mode of travel that utilizes ether currents, yes? We had the same in my time, but when the storm surge broke out, such nodes were sealed off to prevent enemy use. And after the war, the etheric balance across the entire world had collapsed. Not only was travel outside the barrier ill-advised, the act of teleportation itself had become dangerous. We had to abandon the nodes altogether. Good thing we have them up again then. Disheartening to see them available again for the use of one and all. Right. Nexus Arcade Government Sector. Yeah, this is where we had a funeral for you, but it wasn't you, and now the people who attended the funeral doesn't remember the funeral, so that's fun. I think it was up there at least. In the government sector, there's a counter where citizens can get matched to jobs. There's also soul exchange, but no one goes much these days since there aren't very many souls in circulation. I'm unsure how I feel about regulators and the treatment of souls as a resource. It's a bad thing. I understand the grief of those who have lost loved ones, and the desire to escape the sorrow of death. Even so, I would never wish to forget my parents, Otis, Selenia. I want to remember them all. I am reluctant to impose my personal beliefs upon others, though. I mean, you don't really have to. They're gonna run out of souls anyway soon enough, and the regulators will stop working. So they'll be forced to... They will be forced to face it. That's probably why Endless Fiend is here. To make sure that the cycle never ends. It's a cycle of death. Seekers of Eternity. In the Nexus Arcade is where we spend all our gods dang tombstones and all our scripts and stuff. You can also buy a very overpriced flying vehicle if you want to. There are lots of different shops at the Nexus Arcade selling everything you need. It's always full of people out doing their shopping. The Endless Fiend gave Dracht and Lamati a tour of the place. I remember watching them from a distance. Yeah, you little stalker. The castle town I knew had a main thoroughfare that was lined with shops. Whenever I visited, the citizens would come and speak with me about matters great and small. Just like that lady is doing now with Uklamat. So what did you think, Sveen? The joy of spying stars between faint gaps in the clouds is absent here. But 'tis a fine thing to be sheltered from the thunder and rain. Yeah. Enjoy the stars while you can. They are probably gonna go... well, the stars aren't gonna... Well, technically the stars will go away if the universe keeps expanding. Eventually we'll just be living in a void. I'm not sure if humanity will be around by then, but sure. But we're gonna light pollution them out of the sky eventually. Probably. Thanks for your help, Drac. I hope Queen Sveen, just Sveen, will feel at home here one day. Well, we need to oust Endless Sveen first. Then maybe. Sorry about that. I got a little carried away with the conversation. It's alright. Drac and I told her about the places we can see from here. Really? That's great. Right then, why don't we stroll through the residential sector and then stop at Mosaic? We can take a break there. We're actually doing a tour of the city! Again! We've been walking for a while, so let's rest our feet, eh? Drinks are on me. Sveen, Drac, the two of you go ahead and order first. A big, cold glass of milk, please.
can't decide. Ooh. I'll have this, please. A Dali coffee.
Of course. I should warn you, though. Dali beans are an older variety known for their strong bitterness. Still want one?
The bitterness is the best part. Have you decided as well?
Yes, milk. Well, can I either have the same, something healthy, vegetable juice, or just sweet cocoa with extra cream on top? This is gonna be our cheat day. We are the Warrior of Light. We're running around everywhere anyway, so we can just do a sweet cocoa with extra cream on top. And stop throwing all these Final Fantasy IX references in my face. I cannot feel like playing the game.
I understand completely. The allure of something sweet can often be too strong to resist.
I'll have your drinks ready in a moment.
What's going on now?
They're certainly well liked. It's a wonderful feeling, spending time with the people. But they're not my people anymore, are they? Their city, their way of life, even the ground upon which they tread. I am a stranger to it all. The weight of the long years is finally beginning to sink in.
Your Majesty, is that you?
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint, but I am not Queen Sphene, though I'm often told we look alike.
There you are! How many times have I told you not to go off alone? I'm sorry he bothered you, Mom. Come now, we're going home.
Bye, not Queen Sphene.
I do not know that boy, nor does he know me. No one does. Another harsh reminder that I have no place here. Yet, no matter how much things have changed, I am happy. I am. For Alexandria has endured. Our sacrifice was not in vain. Even so, I cannot help but feel lonely.
Did you see my low resolution beard in combination with my quite high resolution hair? Kinda looks a little bit out of place, doesn't it? Poor Sphene, all alone at 400 years. How would you feel if you woke up after 400 years? Everything changed? probably everyone you knew dead. Mayhappy even your family line didn't continue, so you're truly a stranger in a new time, a new world, a new city, and new people. Don't know. Would be kind of interesting to see how things had progressed, but I can't relate, but I feel sorry for you, Sveen. In search of meaning, Sveen looks at you apologetically. Forgive me, I didn't mean to darken the mood. I was just also about to say that so far we had only had basically one cutscene without voicing, and now we just go back to this. Every cutscene, MSQ cutscene, should be voiced. I mean, I can understand if they don't have it when we're just out talking, not in cutscene mode, just out in the world talking, people running around. But every cutscene, MSQ, should be voiced. Square Enix, you earn enough money, make them voiced. There is no reason not to. Sorry, just a little bit of a tangent. Still, I feel better for having shared my feelings with you. Thank you. No, you're welcome. You're welcome. That's why I'm here. That's why we have Frey inside of us, I suppose. I'm sorry I'm not being much of a guide. I don't usually get approached this often. It's quite alright. The people have been through so much. It's only natural for them to seek comfort and assurance from someone they trust. How have people just begun to trust Wuklamat? Because we came here as strangers, we killed their ruler, and then just put a guy here in charge, basically, which we said was the son of the king, who also came here and just helped co-rule 30 years ago. We just killed him and put him in there, and then said Wuklamat was the guardian, and just deal with it. How are you trusted? I don't get it. No. If someone did that here, came here and just killed everyone in our government, installed their own people, and just said, well, we're here now, and you should like and trust us. It's all good. No. There would be riots. There would be uprisings. Maybe not here in Sweden, because we are not that kind of people anymore. Besides, I was able to relax with a delicious cup of coffee and have a lovely chat with Druck here. I appreciate your understanding. Right then, where to next? We could take a look inside the Nexus arcade, but it can probably wait for when we actually need something. In that case, let's head back to the recreation zone. There's plenty to see on True View. Like the Arcadian. I am so looking forward to the Arcadian. Just accepted. Go to the other side of the city. Yes. To the other side of the city we go. What's this now? Stricken citizen? He was this way when we arrived? I sure hope so. Hey, are you alright? He looks pale. We should find a place for him to rest. Well, there's not many resting places around. Well, over here maybe. Thank you. I was on my way to attend some business, and the memory of being killed here came flooding back. The danger has passed, I know, but the terror lingers. The memory of being killed here came flooding back. For all the comfort I've offered others in my work, I can't seem to comfort myself. What? Try as I might, I can't shake this fear. My courage has completely deserted me. The citizen is overcome with fear. He may need someone to rally his spirits to recover. Click. Let's shadowbox. Good shadowboxing from the Warrior of Light will cheer anyone up. Oh, thank you. I feel better already. Your encouragement was exactly what I needed. You kinda look familiar. Malachite? Ah, but where are my manners? My name is Malachite, and I am an usher. An usher? They're the ones who came to those without long to live, right? You have a better memory than I do. But given everything that's happened, I expect your duties have changed. No, that's correct. We no longer attend to the dying. It is only after they have passed away in their family's care that we convey their remains to a government storage facility. A storage facility? What for? Henceforth, we must inter the deceased, but as the specifics are undecided, the bodies must be kept in cold storage for the time being. I didn't know. I'd heard that there were graveyards over by the submerged city, but like funerals, burial customs must be long forgotten. Did you have usher duties? If so, we could help. No, that is a terrible idea. Just go up to frickin' grieving strangers? Or do you mean just carrying the corpses? I'd like to see you carry a corpse. I'm not actually here in an official capacity, so I am loath to trouble you further. But since you asked, I shall explain why I've come. Alright. I've taken to delivering the personal effects of the departed to their families. Even though their memories have been entrusted to the cloud, I still remember where they once lived. The rule was to dispose of any belongings. To do anything else was strictly forbidden, but it saddened me to see them discarded like waste, so I began secreting away what I could. Of course, I understand that not everyone shares my sentiments, and I leave it to the families to decide what to do with these items. Some accept my deliveries, others reject them. Whether I'm doing the right thing, I cannot say, but I feel the families should be given the choice. Oh, you're a good man, Malachite. Oh, they didn't have it before then. It's important to think about what people leave to us. I want to help. Do you want to help too, No. Not really. Not particularly. God, deliveries do happen to be more special, but I suppose I can. Let's do another delivery quest. I'm truly grateful. Now, here there are 4 items to be delivered here in the recreation zone. I leave them in your care. There you go. In the meantime, I will head to the residential sector to make the deliveries there. After you've finished, please meet me back here. I would like to know the family's reaction. You know, there have been people in Tuliolal who had similar episodes due to the trauma of the siege. Would you mind if I went with Malachite just to keep an eye on him? Only if you can handle those deliveries without me, of course. It's fine, I'm sure he'll be happy for the company. Where do you want me to deliver these? Come, let's deliver these keepsakes to the families. Why do we get involved in little piddly business like this? I mean, sure, we don't have anything else to do, but we could just go relax somewhere. So there are 4 items in total to deliver. Right, 3 for people on True View and 1 for someone over by the Neon Stein. Stein? Let's visit them in that order. Might I trouble you to do the talking, Drax? I fear my voice may betray my identity. Lead the way, we'll be right behind you. The warrior of delivery is what we are. Discuss True View. Sure. The people around True View seemed scary at first, but most of them are actually kind. When I see someone passed out on the street now, I worry if they'll be alright. Do you often find people passed out here on True View? Because of bad memories of their death, or just people being drunk? Still not the work for a kid. The way the buildings are all in a row reminds me of the old castle town. Lively as it is here, I can see why oblivion can blend in. Energetic citizen. Is there something you need? I have a stuffs for you. A wrapped keepsake. Sure. I guess we got the keepsake and it says, deliver it to the blonde-haired, very energetic Milala is what they were called, weren't they? Milala, just hanging out on True View. Here we go. Delivery, sir? Or ma'am? I don't know what you are. Ah, so Malachite sent you. He was very considerate. When he offered to bring me the keepsake, he stressed that I didn't have to accept it if I felt uncomfortable. I see why some would say no, but I couldn't do that. Not when it's something that belonged to my parents, who I now understand I will never see again. Having spare souls won't save us from the inevitable. That's always been the case, but now I find myself wondering about this and that, like how much longer can I afford to muck around with my brothers? But I won't bore you with my ramblings. Thanks for bringing me the keepsake, and give my regards to Malachite. What is it? If you're trying to sell me something, I'm not interested. Nope, just here, give it to the very tall lady standing at the vending machine. Oh, you brought me the keepsake. Thank you. I've been looking forward to this, hoping it might help me remember. But no such luck, it seems. The owner is dead, and they'll never become one of those endless Queen Sphene tells us about. It's a sad thought. No, the sad thought is that they won't be remembered. Even so, I'm not sure I want to become endless myself. If they are made by putting your memories into a new body made of ether, doesn't that mean you yourself still have to die first? Yes, indeed. It does. The thought of not having to worry about souls was appealing, so I was happy to receive a neo-regulator, but I've only had doubts since then. If Queen Sphene herself recommends it, I want to believe that all will be well, but still... Sorry, I need to clear my head. Okay. Then we have a disconcerted citizen. Oh, hello. Do I know you? Nope. Here, take this package. Ah, so this is the keepsake. Truth be told, I have been wavering as to whether or not I should accept it. I mean, it belonged to someone that died. It's got me thinking about what we did to Tuliolal. I didn't even know we'd killed so many of their people, not until the funeral. What if they decide to retaliate? Wuklamat would never do that. She and everyone in Tuliola know that my father was to blame for the attack, not the Alexandrian people. There could still be resentment towards the general population. You don't know that, kid. Oh dear, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you speak ill of your father. It's okay. He was a shitbag. Kind of. We just don't know enough about him. It's just, I can't stop worrying about death, and hearing that they're running out of neo-regulators makes it worse. I just don't know what to do anymore. That's everyone on True View. Let's go to the Neon Stein. Yep, after we get this little thing over here. Next to the 3D glasses commercial. Discuss the vending machines. Buy bombs. Buy drugs. If we go by Arcadian. Gandalf's favorite energy tonic is a special formula, not like the ones they sell here. I wanted to try one, but Shale wouldn't let me. So you can purchase beverages from these machines? Well, that's wonderful. I've always believed that technology should be developed for the benefit of the people. Yes. You're talking to me? Here you go. Have a wrapped keepsake for the guy staring at bicycles. He does a Luke and throws it over his shoulder into the void. Oh, right, this. Well, I can't say it stirs any memories, but it does feel familiar somehow. You know, you look familiar yourself. Where do I know you from? Ah, of course, you're the unenhanced challenger, no champion. Yes, we are. I can't stress how incredible it is that you have what you've achieved without using feral souls. It's a genuine honor to meet you. Though not for the first time, I realize. I was at the infusion station at the government sector, and it wasn't my finest moment, as you might recall. We are indeed the Arcadian. Yeah, you're the Arcadian fighter who was desperate for souls. Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. Anyway, seeing as we're meeting properly now, the name's Lithander. I used to fight in the Arcadian, you see, but not anymore. I took Queen Sven's words to heart and found a new job, one where I can put my knowledge of physical conditioning to use. As you know, lots of people were badly hurt when the mechanical soldiers malfunctioned, and I have been assisting with their rehabilitation. It's not something I ever imagined myself doing, but here we are. Not many people can help others like you can. I think it's great what you're doing. Oh, thanks. It's encouraging to hear that. It's always nice to get appreciation for what you do, isn't it? There's this fellow who has to learn how to walk all over again. Becoming endless would solve his problems, but he's determined to overcome them the hard way with the body he's got. Seeing that gave me a newfound appreciation for my own body. It's a gift from my parents, a sturdy thing that has survived the arena, and I need to take better care of it. I'm the only blue-scaled hoobie-goob besides my father. Lamati once told me that. I don't know how my father felt about it, and there are times when it hurts to think about the things we share. This feels just random. Still, I don't want to lose that. Even if I could look the same as an Endless, I would never throw away this body. Okay. Most people would find it hard to do so, I imagine. Just the thought makes me feel uncomfortable about the whole becoming Endless affair. But I need to get back to work. Well, it's nice talking to you, and thanks for the delivery. I'll see you at the Arcadian again. I'll see you rise through the ranks of the cruiserweight division. Options. Who cares, because you're gonna be transmuted anyway. I'm glad I am the way I am. It's my parents' gift to me, and how I was able to learn more about them, and about myself. But if you weren't the way you were, you would have learned about your parents in probably another more peaceful way, and you would have had both your parents, presumably. Because I don't know why you're happy that you're with the way you are because of that. Feels like a weird thing to be happy for, but I'm happy that you are happy with the way you are. We should all try to be a little bit happier with the way we are. It's difficult, but we should try. Sven is eager to tell Malachite of your success. I believe that takes care of the deliveries. Thank you for taking charge, Drax. From what I've seen and heard, it is plain the people held their queen in high regard, and the simulant has exploited their love and admiration to win over so very many. Come, let us report to Malachite. He should be back at the north of the recreation zone. And I need to avoid the shout chat because holy crap are they trying to spoil stuff. Thank you for your assistance. With this, every delivery I had planned for today is accounted for. The reaction I received were mixed. While some were glad, others decided that they did not want the items after all. How was your experience? Everyone accepted their items, but they all felt a little differently about them. One person couldn't remember the keepsake's owner, and another couldn't stop worrying about their own death. I see. It's difficult indeed to predict how people may behave when confronted with reminders of loss. Of late, I've come to believe that we are each of us the sum of the moments we've shared with our loved ones. Or more likely, we are all the sum of the whole moments and memories and experiences. And when they passed away and we lost our memories of these people, we lost a part of ourselves. It's a thought that saddens me to no end. If our memories of the departed are no longer to be entrusted to the cloud, I wish that those already taken could be returned to us. Well, my friends, I must resume my formal duties. My thanks again for your aid. With a name like Malachite, you would fit in with Oblivion. Malachite speaks true. Our memories are what define us. They form the path we walk to be where we are. My endless self, I expect, was much like me in the beginning. But I cannot become like her no more than she could become like me. For once our paths diverged, so too did our lives and experiences. That's true. Even if we start from the same place, we all have different journeys. At some point, things like our goals and our ways of thinking are bound to change. The Endless Sven was one possibility. A version of myself who made choices I want to believe I never would. I'm beginning to come to terms with the fact I did, though. Well, a version of you did. Huh? Is that what? Hello, Sven. The simulant? She was looking straight at us. If I didn't know better, I'd say she wanted us to follow her. I have a bad feeling about this. but we might not have another chance to figure out what she's up to. We are going after her, right? Of course we are. Despite the dark Meteon music. At least we don't have to run all the way to the other side of town this time. Only down these stairs, and here she be, or at least Wook be. Wook, Sven and Gulol. Tis a strange feeling pursuing one's spitting image. Where does she want us to go, I wonder? The simulant headed into the street over there. The neon stain is that way. Let's hurry.
Not here. Let's press on, if only a little further.
Huh?
Took that like a champ.
Hey, are you alright?
So he didn't die. Vexing, but expected.
Ooh.
That was about the strongest bolt we can produce within Everkeep. What now?
We obtain more precise measurements. Narrow the range of variables to avoid unnecessary trial and error. That is the most expeditious course of action.
I know that voice.
You there! Yes, you! We have important business with you.
We left something in your keeping. The key to interdimensional fusion. You will kindly return it to us, yes?
No. I think I'll keep it. You ask that after you tried to kill me?
Now that you mention it, the other way around may have been more appropriate.
May have been.
If I had the key, I wouldn't need to be cruel and turn away so many people. Far more than 5,000 could become endless and know eternal happiness.
What? You mean to steal ether from other worlds again?
All is for the sake of his experiments. 'Twas for that reason, you know, that the previous me created the Endless. I pity her. She was forced to attempt the impossible, to turn every soul who dies into an Endless, even though there's no end to them. Admittedly, that was part of the plan. Her desperation would drive her to claim the key and use it. And sure enough, she did just that. I know you had a soft spot for her, Lamachi. So for what it's worth, I'm truly sorry. Alas, we are naught more than pawns, pieces in his grand design.
Don't you dare make light of her love for her people. Don't you dare!
Strike me down if you wish. I shall be made anew. And I doubt many would look kindly upon the vow of resolve of Tuliolol if she attacked a neighboring queen, and not for the first time. Would you be willing to accept the repercussions?
Damn you!
Yeah, what do you stand to gain by making everyone endless?
You're speaking to me?
Yes?
Our goal is to usher in the next phase of mankind's evolution. Since time immemorial, life has used death to facilitate adaptation in an ever-changing environment. The old and infirm are weeded out, allowing the species to thrive. Generational succession. This has been our survival strategy. Yet, this strategy has long since reached its practical limit. It is outdated. It relies on progeny, which gives rise to unchecked population growth. Resources become scarce, invariably leading to conflict. All the while, death is ever present and robs our species of untold potential. Where man now stands in his evolution, bodies of flesh no longer make sense. What we must strive for next is carefully managed, eternal preservation.
You're Calyx, aren't you?
You know him?
The young genius who had mastered electrope technology. He founded the scientific collective known as Preservation and devoted himself to developing a cure for the paralysis which plagued our people. Calyx, you always had your gaze set upon the future, and I know you do now. But I beg you, do not deceive the people of Alexandria. Do not manipulate them with this imitation forged from my memories. Well, how rude. Yet, whatever you may say, I'm the one whom the people regard as queen. You may have worn the crown for a few years, but now you are no one. Just a frail, fleshy version of me that could die at any moment. The kingdom has no use for such as you.
Our demand is simple. Surrender the key. Refusal will necessitate consequences.
if we were to give you the key, the consequences would be even more dire, probably. So yeah, I on one hand, I can kind of see where it's coming from a kind of very cynical and pessimistic lens. Evolution being kind of outdated, and us having fleshy bodies just leads to, you know, all kinds of bad things. From a cynical and very pessimistic lens viewpoint, yes, I can see where he's coming from. Doesn't mean I agree with him. What a cruel thing to say to Sphene. Yeah, that really hit where it hurt the most, right? As she's feeling just alone, out of time, out of place. She just can't see how she's gonna fit in anywhere with anyone in any place. And then there's just get that gut punch. Are you alright, Drath? Yes, I am. I am the Warrior of Light. I've taken harder hits. Forgive me. I was once able to use healing spells, but my long slumber appears to have sapped my magical reserves. Don't you worry. I am, lore-wise, the only white mage. Basically the only white mage out there. Lore-wise, basically. It's frustrating to be so powerless, but perhaps I must accept my newfound limitations. Well, we can just charge you up magically, I guess. We can just transfer some ether to you. And also his aim was basically, the lightning sickness. Well, we have flying pigs for that now. And we kind of solved that in way less than 400 years. So, not much of a genius, is he? Well, he's basically a genius who had mastered Electrope. Yes. Sphene has a pained look in her eyes. Alexandria has no need for Queen Sphene. It's the Queen of Reason, my endless counterpart, that they love. And although it is a hard truth to accept, it is nevertheless the truth. I must find a new way to serve. You're not alone, and together we can get through anything. Well said, and it just so happens that there's something that only you can do right this moment. Let's start with Calyx. What can you tell us about him? He was a prodigy who specialized in the field of Electrope and made his mark during the Storm Surge. Yet even as he basked in the admiration of his peers, he struggled with an illness he had from birth, which left him with precious little time to live. Well, he seems to have managed well over the past 400 years. For him to still be here 4 centuries on, I think it's safe to assume that he too has become an Endless. I see. While we're somewhat familiar with preservation, I never imagined we would cross paths with one of them like this. You know about preservation? Well, teeny tiny bit. One of our associates' parents were part of it, I think. Trial. We do. They're supposed to have created Everkeep's core system as well as the Endless Sphene. Did they? All while I was slumbering. The members of Oblivion have spent a lot of time investigating preservation. We should head to the back room and tell them what's happened. Boom, 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 boom. How far are we from the back room? Oh, we're very close. So we just got lightning struck right outside the back rooms. We do have to run around though, because there's no back way into the back rooms. Of course there's no back way into the back rooms, and we kind of defeat the purpose of a secret base, but there's no back way into the Neon Stein. Stein? Stein. Yes, I'm still heading to the back room. Let me through, Tassus. Hi, Kryle, Graha, Shale. How have you been? We heard about the ambush. You seem to have weathered it well, but do try to avoid straining yourself. Do you hear me? Yes, Dad. I'll take it easy.
We've heard what happened. So, preservation has revealed itself at last.
Mm-hmm.
And using the key, they mean to turn even more people into Endless. It seems safe to assume that they too intend to steal ether from the other reflections. But unlike the previous Sphene, they have no intention of saving everyone. Calyx, of all people, would know precisely how much ether is required to sustain an Endless. Thus, he is able to set a realistic limit to their creation without being swayed by emotion.
Carefully managed eternal preservation. Whether or not this can be considered an evolution, 'tis plain that man's very existence would be forever changed.
Say, if this Calyx is as brilliant a scientist as everyone says, could he have been the one who erased everyone's memories of Endless Sphene's death?
That is a possibility, though I cannot speak to his motives.
Though Calyx has outright stated his ultimate goal, how his actions will further this agenda remains unclear. That said, we have seen how anxiety towards death continues to spread amongst Alexandrians. Perhaps the simulant stokes this fear to entice them to become endless.
Everyone is afraid of death. We try to put it out of our minds, and I do not blame the people for feeling as they do. Nonetheless, I wish to stop the simulant. I wish to do what I can for those who believe in their queen. Although I wear no crown, were I to forsake the people, then I would truly have no place here.
I don't know if this will help in that endeavor, but I've found something interesting. When I analyzed the sign that Calyx appeared on, I was able to determine the source of transmission. I traced it back to a terminal used only by preservation, located in the Foundation sector.
Sloppy.
Foundation sector? That came up in my mother's records, didn't it? It's where the old castle was hidden.
Everkeep was built atop the castle of the former kingdom. Access to the immediate area, the Foundation sector, is highly restricted, with map data accordingly classified.
That sounds like a dungeon to me.
The old castle is inside this tower.
It's an ideal place for preservation to conceal a terminal, I must say. Having existed since the Storm Surge, they would be familiar with the castle's layout.
But I wonder, would someone so versed in electrope, such as Calyx, be so careless as to leave a trail?
Oh, I expect he intended for us to find the terminal.
It may be a trap, but it's our only lead. What do you think, my friend?
We go. Of course we go. I think a little revenge is in order. We are not above revenge.
That it is. While I'm glad you're safe, we cannot allow his offense to go unanswered.
If you're set on this course of action, I'll work on getting you access to the Foundation sector. Sit tight for now.
Please, let me come with you. I may not possess any special skills, but I know the castle better than any. So please.
Come aboard.
All right. If that's what you want, then we go together. The rest of us will take point and secure the way, and we'll count on you to guide us in the castle.
Thank you for allowing me to accompany you. It may take time for me to find my place in this new Alexandria, but I will, slowly but surely. Sounds good. So Shale, tell us, where is this? Descent to the Foundation. Shale is eager to get on with it. Right, I believe I have plotted a viable route to the Foundation sector. As we don't have much information on the area, I'll come along and gather geographic data on site. You can leave the navigating to me. I'll stay behind this time, but let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Yeah, we already dragged you through a freaking war zone, basically. Let's not do that again. Oblivion is fortunate to have a capable adapter like you, Gilolja. And no matter what the future holds, your knowledge of Electrope is bound to serve you well. With such dependable support here, we may embark on our mission. Come, let us head to the lift in the government sector. Yes, let us go to the lift in the government sector. The lift that will presumably take us down, down, down to the Foundation and then into some sort of dungeon. Castle-like dungeon? So this is where we're meeting up in behind the government buildings in front of an elevator. There's also an elevator here. Where does this elevator go? Who knows? The only elevator we're interested in is this one. Let's see. Down to the Foundation? Voice acting, please, Square. Ooh. There's no direct lift to the Foundation sector, so we will have to transfer to another one on the way. If we take the wrong lift, we'll end up in the wrong sector, so be sure to follow her instructions. Oh, we're gonna mess this up. I like this jacket though. Can I have it? Or do I already have it? It's kind of the Oblivion jacket, isn't it? It looked better on her. According to Tishel Ja's records, that Gulolja's mother? I don't know. I don't remember her name. She's not that important. The tower is divided into inner and outer sections below Origenics. The castle is at the heart of the inner section. So upon arriving at the Foundation sector, we need to make our way inwards. Dragth, take this communicator with you. It has been modified to track your coordinates, so I'll be guiding you as I collect data. Sounds like we're all set. Let's get going. The Underkeep is now accessible. A new regular duty has been added. We are of course going in with trust. Who are we taking with us? Do we...
I won't let you down.
Let's get to it.
I have to use Wuklamat, Krahatia, and Kryl. Sure, I was gonna use Wuklamat anyway. Because she has not been as annoying as she usually was. So, we'll go... Graha tanking. Can I change that somehow?
Let's get to it. Let's get to
I
it.
want you to tank and you to
I
DPS.
stand
Okay,
ever
I just have to choose them in the correct order. Sure, register for duty. Your party assembles at the left, and before you board, Shale hands you a communicator. The adapter will use the coordinate data it provides to guide you as you delve into Everkeep's depths, where the old castle is said to be preserved. Okay, that wasn't very exciting, wasn't it? Wasn't very exciting, was it? The Underkeep. That's a big fan. Hmm? What do we have here? We have...
There are beasts ahead of you. They must have gotten in and made themselves at home.
Grahat said something. Let us proceed with caution. We shall. I just want to take a little look around, and I'm taking a look around, and now we're going. Things seem to be in somewhat of a state of disrepair. Do you think they're good enough to do a double pull? Let's see. Are you gonna follow me? Or are you gonna stand back here? Do I have to take the mobs to you? Whoop! I fell down. Are you gonna go for me? Nope, I have to take the mobs to them. Okay, they refuse to move. No, she's moving. She's moving. That deserves a heal. Don't ask me why I used Benediction. I pressed the wrong buttons. I was planning on giving her the... I don't even remember the skill name. Aqua Veil. But I pressed Control F instead of Shift F, and on F I have my Benediction. So, Control F isn't bound to anything.
If I may?
Sure. I was gonna say, we're not going into battle music.
Take that!
Definitely some more Final Fantasy IX music, as is expected. Or maybe I have just turned off the battle music. I think I did that at one point. Let's see.
There should be an access hatch nearby that leads inside. Look for an opening.
Okay, there's no battle music in the dungeon. Service routes. This kind of looks like an old mine shaft-ish. Well, not a mine shaft, but a mine? Settlement trough. Put her training on the beach. You were training at the beach? Okay. I'll go get some more people. Wook. Stay alive. Sandcake and Underkeep Hornfly. Come here. She's fine? She's fine. Whoop. She's not fine. Here, have an aqua whale. Come on, Wook, you're a warrior. I shouldn't have to heal you. then she turned her back to the mobs. What the hell? She just stood there and took it from behind. In the back. She got backslapped.
If I may?
Oh, I'm out of... Oh. I was actually out of both Tetragrammaton and Afflatus. That's fine, we can do this. Wook deserves a little downtown anyway. I don't know why I'm running. Whoop! Hard costing cure to feel so bad. So, this has never happened before. Yeah, she just got up. Okay.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I was wondering if I was gonna have to cast Resurrection on her or not. I don't have to. So maybe they can't quite do double balls?
I'm detecting something big. You'll have to deal with it to continue on.
A Gargant. Go for it. I was about to say, not even boss music? Boss music we have. Chilling Chirp is probably an AoE. Bosses almost always open up with an AoE. Oh, okay. Ah, from Gargan, the Gargan, Garganru, Gargan, etc. The transportation system in Final Fantasy IX? Yeah, okay, now I see. That's why you call it Gargant. Slightly misplaced. Could have covered the entire area, but I didn't. Because I'm sloppy, I suck like that. Dang it. Already forgot that the almighty racket is the entire area in front of him. Okay. Maybe I should focus a little bit. Let's get through this. I'm gonna chirp. Then you're gonna do that thing, and then you're gonna roll around. Then you're gonna chirp. Then you're gonna do that thing. And then, hell if I know what you're gonna do. You see how much more damage I'm doing? My Dia got a 5 potency buff. I am so mighty. Ooh, see how much that hurts. Ooh. Rackets behind, stab them in the ass. You move away from me, I should not have to move away from you. Earth Zone. Just... Oh, you're gonna just go off in succession? Yeah. Then the bug is coming from there. Gotta keep an eye out on the bug. He's racketing. Fine. It barely did any damage. Yeah. Well, apart from my screw up, this boss isn't all that. Ooh, he's gonna do a racket. Interesting. Yeah, he's not that bad. Stay away. Ah, you can take that hit. Whoop.
Good work. Now, proceed to the access hatch and head inside.
Only keep helm fending. Freaking metal helmet with a radio antenna on it? No, thank you. Sorry, where were we going? Access hatch and head inside. Ooh. The Alexandrian castle. There it is. With a broken crystal. I wonder if that was their Aetherytes. If that crystal was actually functioning, or if it's just decoration. If it was just decoration. Oh, hi. I am going to fetch these people as well. Come here. Good work, good work.
If I may?
Thou may? Yes. Wait.
No holding back.
She used to be such a scaredy cat from the first dungeon on. She has actually learned quite a bit, hasn't she? Our little book. You can't really see anything from this angle. Some kind of storage facility, perhaps? Those look awfully like servers. Oh, Wook, you're going down. It's fine, Wook. You're not going down. Will it have...
Underkeep's construction was apparently a constant battle against the rising water level. Even during the war, the people labored to maintain the castle. It meant a lot to them.
Well, we don't see...
Upsetting to think that Preservation's terminal is in this place.
We don't see no water now. Is it...
Hold on. Someone's down communication. Still alert.
Probably the guy whose name starts with a C. Cyrex? Cyrex? Silex? Where are we going, by the way? Down here? Down here. To the supply route. Bygone Subrunner, Bygone Sentry. We get the Electro Hounds and Alpha Sentry as well. Come here. What? I missed. Come on, Wook, stay alive. And you can have an asylum as well. Take my mighty deer, which now has 80 potency, up from 75. I mean, like, kinda in a way could be seen as Windows residential housing. Very modern, around a medieval castle. Well, they did say that the castle meant a lot to them, so... That's actually quite a nice view. Alright, back to it, people. No slacking.
So, you have come. Let us measure your strength.
Calyx, that was his name, thank you. So you have Soldier SO, at least it's not S9 again. Are you gonna start with an AoE as well? Field of Scorn, yes you are. You can just hear it in the name. Field of Scorn, AoE. Oh. Right into a tank buster. Cool. Releasing limiters, initiating mobile combat maneuvers. Oh, okay, I want to stand on this side. Okay, not quite sure how I'm supposed to see which the real one is there. I guess we'll prepare. I mean, you see it on the last guys, you actually have a lot of time to move. Is there any way, calling reinforcements together we shall triumph? Trial? God dang it. But yeah, is there any way to see it beforehand? Yeah, you have enough time to move. Sector by sector again? Ooh. I mean, here. So. God damn it, people. I am the only real person here. You stay away. Field of Scorn. It's that one again. Yeah, fine. Should probably stand inside my own asylum, eh? Sector by sector, sector by sector. But in a weird pattern. Which still isn't too dangerous to find out where the last guy is. Yeah, they could have made that one a little bit more difficult, I feel.
That was hardly a challenge, I see. You will show me more. I bid you press on.
Gloves of casting. No, those are not gloves of casting. Those are melee gloves. Laser cannon. We'll take it a little bit easy. Just this time. feeling a little bit lazy. Electrode. So what do we have in here? More... Yep. Guess I maybe gotta heal. I'm not used to actually having to heal my touch. Yep, this is basically... That's where Queen Brane's portrait is supposed to be, if I remember it right. I can kind of picture the rest of the castle in my head. It's cool, but... I mean, we... Come on. No, hi. Bygone Terror Knight though. Hey, what big guns you have. Really big guns. You're kind of synced up in the way you shoot them too. You. Aww. And he had to go and interrupt it. Wannabe mechanists, eh? You kinda misuse your flamethrower. It's fine, Wook will survive. Right? Yeah, she will. So Queen Brane's portrait's underneath here. Can we maybe get a glimpse? You think? I don't think there's actually anything there. Just a second layer of curtains. Okay. That's a shame. Alexandria Plaza. Just the front. Ooh, the fountain. That's basically a shot from Final Fantasy IX. Can even see the entire crystal there from the intro movie. That goes to the... Was it the kitchen over there? Could have been the kitchen. Of course, we're not allowed to go there. Piety. Mutamix is gonna have work to do. These are kind of the same pictures. Is there anything new they are? Very ghostly candles. I do like this chandelier though. I wouldn't mind one of these in my house. Not sure how I feel about this though. Ow. Sorry. Look. Keep aggroing all of them. And bring them all a little bit closer together, won't ya? I don't think I hit him from here. I haven't. That's fine. Yep, bridge above us. And there's supposed to be a room here. Where you first infiltrate the castle as Zidane. But that room is nowhere to be seen. Should be the guard room. You know this. I just like seeing it. Remembering. That is for me not playing 9 very much. It must have left quite the impression. This should go out to the balcony, kind of, but there's no door here, so no balcony. Hi. What the hell? Road Ripper. Oh, just a Garlean thing? So even in this alternate universe they came up with this kind of monstrosity. There truly are no original ideas anymore. On the mark? Oh.
Take that!
You know what I keep forgetting I have? This one. I don't even remember the name. Ethereal Shift. I keep forgetting I have that one now. Yeah, you didn't pose much of a problem, did you?
You are untroubled thus far, but I have something that may test you yet.
Just this same friggin' paintings over and over. Alright, show us your final test, Calyx. Valiapira. Indefatigable defense.
We still lack sufficient data. Very well. Let us see how you perform against this.
I'm trying to place this enemy. I know I've seen it. Let's see what happens. Floating rock.
This machine has long guarded these crumbling halls.
Something's carved into it. Like Alexandrian emblem, perhaps? Or perhaps an AoE attack?
How will you handle this?
I don't know. What's it gonna be? I don't think I want to stand inside that line. Or do I? Oh, okay. That's kind of cool.
Let us introduce more weaponry.
Turrets. Stand between. Ooh, okay. That's fun.
Let us see what this yields.
He just sounds so completely, utterly bored.
Perhaps a new approach to assess your adaptability.
If I may?
Oh, it's gonna travel over there, is it? I should just be safe here. Oh, come to me, people.
Still alive. How unfortunate.
Entropic sphere. Okay, just AoE.
For you to die here, it would save me trouble later.
I'm sure it would. Ooh, turrets too. Oh, I'll just move over here. Yeah, we should be safe here. Yep.
beginning to understand how you were able to defeat Queen Eternal.
Yeah, she sucked.
If I may?
Go for it, Graham. No need to ask for permission, just do it. Oh, that's a lot of them. You gonna do turrets too? Oh, yes. Well, that hurts. Should I? Just for fun? So seldom I get to use the LB outside of LB3.
That will do. We have enough to proceed with an analysis.
Galaxy sounds extremely bored, extremely monotonous. Hey, he's been alive 400 years in some sort of capacity. Cannot blame him for having grown bored with just about everything. Kinda fits him. From what little we know of him, Underkeep jacket of scouting. Okay. Well, the Underkeep gear looks like crap. So now we're here in the castle. Why were we going here again? Someone remind me.
Calyx was measuring our strength. Is that why he contrived to lead us here?
It looks like we've cleared away the machines and beasts. But who knows what else he might have in store. From here on out, Sveen and Shale will move with us. Let's find that terminal. Stay alert for more threats.
How does it feel to walk your castle again?
Before my illness left me bedridden, I used to walk through here on my way to watch Otis and Zelenia train. You knew Otis, if I'm not mistaken. Zelenia was his second in command in the Royal Knights of Alexandria. Oh, how I loved to see the two of them spar. I once dreamed of fighting by their side, so I studied the magical arts under my tutor. But when I was 15, the storm surge broke out, and both my father and mother passed away. As the new queen, I was forbidden from taking to the battlefield, for our nation would fracture had I died without a successor. Though, in the end, I could barely move. I regret that I didn't go out there and fight. At least while I still could. My endless self lamented not being able to protect the realm with benevolence. 'Tis a feeling to which I can relate.
Sveen.
Forgive me. 'Twas not my intent to darken the mood. Come, let us press on.
And in the end, you died without a successor anyway, and it would have fractured the kingdom if they hadn't come up with the Endless Sphere. Which I don't know how long it took them.
This is one big castle, though. How far does this hallway go? Do you know, Sveen?
Sveen? Warrior of Light? Me?
What?
Sveen and me is going. Yep.
What happened?
Hello.
Oh, it seems our guest brought company. So this was your doing? It was. We installed a teleporter that is triggered by the presence of the key, you see?
I have the key on me. That's kind of stupid.
I'm afraid etheric transmissions cannot penetrate the walls of the throne room. It will take your friends a good while to find you.
I confess the Valiapira did not suffice to assess your capabilities. So I shall try something else. You are free to use anything at your disposal. The better you fight, the more accurate my data.
Well, sure.
Obtaining a precise measure of your strength, that is the most expeditious way.
If you like watching glare spamming, go for it.
Claim the key to which you so stubbornly cling.
Ooh.
Ah, noble Zilenia, dashing as ever. These villains mean to do us harm. Strike them down, I bid you. What? This machine is Zilenia?
Or Beatrice.
Indeed it is. We couldn't preserve her memories while she lived, so she has been reconstructed from our recollections of her. The endless me being created in answer to the earnest desires of Alexandrians. That I can accept. But to twist the memories of those I held dear and treat them as playthings. This disgrace I cannot abide!
What are you gonna do, though?
Loath though I am to comply with their demands, this monstrosity must be destroyed. Not least of all for Zilenia's honor. If she was indeed created from my memories, even if I cannot fight, I may be able to offer you counsel. So please, lend me your strength and end this farce.
Oh, trial time. It did say we can use any means possible, basically.
Ah, there it is.
They're just trying to drag us deep down with all that nostalgia. Well, in we go. Calix's trail has led you to Alexandria's castle and into a wicked trap. Seeking to take more precise measurements of your strength, Calix pits you against a mechanical guardian forged from Sphyn's memories of Selenia, the second in command of the Royal Knights. The Queen implores you to lay this affront to her dear friend's honor to rest. Make ready to test your mettle against one of Alexandria's finest blades. Queen's Knight Selenia.
I am Selenia Trianta Phili, Royal Knight of Alexandria, and sworn blade of Her Majesty the Queen.
How are you now?
Upon my blade I swear, no harm shall come to Her Highness.
You will not defile Zelenia's memory any longer.
Whoop. Well, that hurts.
Feel the sting of my divine blade!
I know this technique. You must keep moving.
Okay. Ooh. I thought it was gonna be like a friggin' freeze. Guess not. Fine, fine. Keep moving.
That her blade work should be recreated so faithfully.
I will suffer none to threaten Alexandria! Heavens roar!
God damn it. Can't really see exactly where those are. Could just be me making excuses. Probably.
Have care. Zelenia was capable of much, much more.
Of course she was.
I will show you the soul of a royal knight!
Ooh. Shortcuts did nothing.
For the honor and glory of Alexandria, I strike!
Of course there's a rose motif.
No more games!
Quickly! Away from the sigils!
Away from the sigils, yeah.
The sigils channel magic. Be on your guard.
You've no time even to fear my wrath!
You must brace for blade and magic both.
Have at you!
Shit. Okay. Well, both healers are dead, so this is good. Actually, been a while since I wiped in a story trial, so this is good.
Taste my steel!
Chorus is a warrior who survives in the end. Well, at least now I know not to stand still in the blue stuff.
Upon my blade, I swear, no harm shall come to Her Highness.
You will not defile Zelenia's memory any longer.
So she's gonna do inside first, and then it's safe there, and you... Okay. That's how it works. Gotcha.
Feel the sting of my divine blade!
This is just gonna be...
This technique. You must
Don't
keep
stand,
moving.
Keep moving. Yep.
Have at you!
It's gonna be safe here, then unsafe where we're standing. Just pay attention to where that begins.
Fall!
That her blade work should be recreated so faithfully.
I will suffer none to threaten Alexandria! Heavens roar! Fall!
Have care. Zelenia was capable of much, much more.
Yep. Okay, so now is where it's...
I will show you the soul of a royal knight!
That's bad. That's bad. I have my big toe out in the
For the
blue
honor
area.
and glory of Alexandria, I strike!
Well, more than my big toe, actually. Most of me is out in the blue area. Am I gonna be alive? I might not be alive. Nope.
No more games!
Because I was too poisoned.
Quickly, away from the sigils. The sigils channel magic. Be on your guard.
You've no time even to fear my wrath!
So gotta keep a lookout for where she's... Don't go through the middle.
You
I'm
must
so
brace for blade
stupid.
and magic both.
Have at
I
you!
ran through the middle because I'm trying to avoid these. Because for some reason I think these are dangerous. No, it's the middle that's dangerous. The middle is dangerous, not those. So yeah, that is very much on me. I'll just restrict someone. Oh. I'll just suck that one up. Gotcha.
There is no escape!
So you don't have to fear these.
Surge!
Okay, just stay here. That's good. Oh. I have my fucking Swift cast back.
Fall!
I know this is merely a reconstruction, and yet...
I have pledged my life to the kingdom.
Oh. In waves? And this? Okay.
Have at you! My resolve shall never waver.
I'll just put that one up, put that one up.
I am sworn to protect my queen! I will die before I yield!
It does require more healing, which I am very appreciative of. Oop. Valorous Ascension. I'll just put a friggin'
That's right. Zelenia was always there to protect me.
She has some hit points on her.
Fall! Taste my steel! Rage and royal! Have at you! Surge!
Oh gods.
Have at you!
This is a fun fight. Whoop. Shit. Ooh, that was almost, that almost killed me because I'm stupid. That bleed is dangerous.
Rage and royal!
We're gonna do this again.
Have at you!
I haven't even used lilies once. That was a bad white mage. I haven't really paid attention to what this little ball does. It just goes to an empty eye, triggers one of those spaces. Gotcha. A little bit of a shameful display, but we got there in the end. That's what matters. It was fun.
Graceful display. Forgive me, my queen. I have failed you.
How about that, Calyx? Enough data for you? Get out of that chair.
Did you get what you needed?
I did. Though these figures will complicate matters.
Is that so? Well, if we are done here, then I shall end the transmission. Hold it! If you have no scruples about thus defiling the memories of Zelenia, then there is no way we will ever see eye to eye. You are not fit to be entrusted with the cherished memories of Alexandrians.
You figured that out now? She tried to kill me before.
I, for one, have no wish to employ the fruits of my research in this manner. It is a waste of time and effort. But since I relinquished my flesh long ago, I must resort to every conceivable method, so long as the hero insists on keeping the key.
So he's definitely an endless. And I shall keep the key.
Why do you so oppose our objective? With the key, we would be able to harvest ether from other reflections and bring forth more endless.
Yeah, but you'd kill people. You'd kill entire
Give
reflections.
this chance to evolve not only to the people of the Ninth, but to those of the Source as well. I see no reason why you should reject such a boon.
Well, we gotta confirm that it is the 9th reflection. I don't think we knew that before. And also, yes. We won't let you lay a finger on the reflections. Woo! You're aware of the connection between the worlds? I mean, I guess, since... But wait, this happened fairly recently, didn't it? The fusion... Yeah, it did happen fairly recently. The fusion between there and ours. So you're aware of the connection between the worlds?
Oh, don't tell me you thought you were the only ones who knew. That is the height of hubris. Well, I'd say our conversation has run its course. Ultimately, what you think is immaterial, for the seeds we've sown have already quickened. The people have glimpsed hope in transcending death, and they can ill turn away from it. And thus does my role come to an end. The rest I leave in your capable hands, Calyx.
As a token of gratitude for consenting to my tests, I leave you with a gift. Be sure to take it with you.
He looks so arrogant. And she left the crown. And yes, we already knew that other people knew about the connection between the worlds. Definitely the 13th, the Void knew about, basically, because they came here and snacked on us a whole lot. Not a lot of others, though. We're just surprised that more people actually knew about it. It wasn't really hubris, it's just that we're surprised when people actually do know about it. Zelenia was kind, but she could be stern. A pillar of strength when I ascended the throne in troubled times. Not only did she protect me, she also buoyed my spirit whenever it threatened to buckle under the pressures of my station. By preserving her memory and honor, you have done more for me than you could know. Thank you. You're welcome. You may now enter the Underkeep with the party of blah blah blah. The Storm Surge. Yes, I don't think I've actually looked through anything in the Unending Codex. And I really should. I've seen Tataru here because she is the first entry. I should read through this at some point, just for fun. For myself. Sphene stands in silence.
Zelenia, it pains me to think that you're gone too.
Aha! Oh, we found you at last.
You had us quite worried when you suddenly disappeared. What in the world happened?
Oh, well, you see, I died.
Then preservation's objective is indeed what Calyx claimed. But for them to know about the source and the shards, and to refer to theirs as the ninth, that raises some questions.
Yes, that was the strange
Indeed.
thing.
But for now, I'm just glad the two of you are safe. Oh, right. While we were scouring the castle for you, we came upon a room that looked like a library.
By learning about the Alexandria of old, we may gain valuable insights into preservation. Might we take a number of books with us?
So books still remain. Of course. You are welcome to any that may be of use.
If you don't mind, could we take a look around here first? I'm especially curious about the area over by the throne.
Why? Why are you so curious about the area by the throne? I mean, we knew they had put that there, but...
This tiara, it was hers, the Endless Fiend's. What's it doing here?
It's a type of regulator, I believe. It contains the data of the Endless Fiend's memories. Calyx likely used it to create the simulant. Which means that as long as the tiara is in our keeping, we shouldn't need to deal with any more simulants. Strange that he would abandon it, though. Perhaps because the simulant already played her role, like she said. Or Calyx made a copy of the memories. In any case, not much information of import appears to remain on this terminal. But I'll make it so we can access it remotely from the back room.
This contains the memories of another me. The tale of her journey as Queen of Alexandria. Might I hold on to this tiara? You may examine it whenever you wish, of course.
It would be for the best, I think. Does that work for you, Shale?
No objections from me. All right, I'm finished. Let's head to the library, and then back outside.
Farewell, Selenia.
And we went straight back to the bake rooms. What time is it? Yes, I have a little more time. The simulant gave the impression that she wouldn't be back, but I suppose only time will tell, and at present we have no further leads on Calyx. For now, perhaps you should take a moment to contact our friends. It would be good to catch each other up on recent developments, and I am certain that everyone would appreciate hearing from you. Contact your allies from the designated position. I guess we're gonna FaceTime them all. Nope, just Link Pearl. Who will I contact? My boy Alfino. Of course. Ah, excellent timing, my friend. I had a mind to call you myself to see how you were faring. Do it. I'm all right here. Just died once, but you're fine. Calyx. Well, something was obviously afoot. I couldn't have imagined that such an individual would be involved. 'Tis well that you were able to prevent the simulant from sowing further uncertainty. That said, her absence may have consequences. The people of Alexandria still have a great trust in Sveen. 'Tis plain in the way they speak of her even now, and in how the simulant was able to win them over. When they notice that she has ceased to appear again, rumor and worry will spread. We must be mindful of any pronounced shift in the mood of the populace. But, forgive me, it has been battle after battle for you, hasn't it? We can handle ourselves for now, so pray rest up while you can and recover your strength. Thank you, my boy. I shall. And then we contact Magal Alizé, of course. I love the twins. Yes, hello. Oh, Drac, for you to call out of the blue, is something wrong? No, no, no. Just as well you weren't here. What? You went all the way to the bottom of Everkeep and you didn't think to ask me to come? Of course, that's what she would be angry about. Ah, but I suppose I have been fairly busy myself. Are you finally starting to treat actual people now? I'm pleased to say that we have received permission to begin administering the cure for Levin sickness to citizens. I am actually due to visit a boy named Milos shortly to see how he is responding to his treatment. You've met him before with Lamatia, I believe. The two of you should attend as well if you have time. And no goodbyes or anything, we just hung up. Let's talk to Erenville. Drac, this is a surprise. Has Wuklamat gotten into trouble again? No. I see. Knowing you, I expect you're already looking forward to the next obvious trap. Try not to overdo it. No promises. I'm in the outskirts at the moment. I've been helping the people with their work and talking to those I meet to gauge their sentiments. It's been uneventful for the most part, but there was one notable development. Following recent events, some here stopped wearing regulators. This has led to a disparity in what people remember about the Queen's death and the occasional episode of confusion. I'll be sure to let you know if there are any other changes. Fine, we'll talk to Y'shtola. If it isn't, Drac, is something the matter? No, not really. So, preservation is behind the recent intrigue. It doesn't surprise me. I'm glad to hear you are none the worse for your trials, though. As for myself, I've just concluded a meeting with Gossan. Gossan? I told him about the cure for Levin sickness, and we formed a tentative plan to treat all those who are stricken. I am now otherwise occupied, so I shall take a look around the government sector to see if aught is amiss. And if this Calyx is obsessed with the key, then I ought to begin studying it in earnest as well. Yes, before it gets stolen, before it inevitably gets stolen. I'm betting that is what's gonna lead into 8.0 in some way. More freaking shard travel shenanigans. Sorry. So what did the others have to say, if I may ask? Well, they're doing their thing and we're finally curing people of Levin sickness. They finished treating Milos, and we have to go visit him. No, you can go. I don't care for the guy. Would you mind if I accompanied you? I understand he's afflicted with the self-same condition as I was, and I cannot help but worry for him, even though I've never met him. Of course, we don't mind at all. Well, in the meantime, I shall take myself around Solution 9 and see how things are. I share Alphenor's concern about the Queen's absence, and even setting that aside, the situation is not like to resolve itself while becoming endless remains an option. I had been measuring to visit some shops, so I shall join Kryl. I had been meaning, not measuring. While everyone's out and about, I'll try to pick up Calyx's trail. I'll see if I can dig up some information about the key for Y'shtola as well. I'll help you. Yes, please, stay out of my way. Well, it seems we all have things to do. Still, there's no telling what else Calyx might have planned, so please be careful, everyone. Right, let's go to Milos' apartment. It's in residential radius 914, if I remember correctly. I just now noticed that there's a little neon chocobo here. Then again, I've only ever been in here once before. But here he is, Milos, who could have been cured in our time, ages ago. Hello, you came before with Queen Sphene. I'm glad you came again. I believe he'll be fine now, but just for good measure, I'll administer a healing spell. Let me, I'm a healer, let me heal. I'll freaking benediction his ass off. Maybe that'll be too potent. She even heals via proxy.
I once hoped that Milos at least might be made an endless. Then he wouldn't need to suffer anymore.
You feel different now?
Thanks to Alizé, Milos is on the road to recovery. He can grow up and live a normal life. And I want to be there with him every step of the way. To grow old with him as his mother and not something else.
Thank you for clarifying, because that started to sound a little creepy. Usually when someone says they want to grow old with someone, it's another kind of relationship.
That should do it. You're doing well, I'm glad to say.
Thank you, Alizé.
You're welcome, Milos. Now, you'll feel breathless for a little while still, but don't fret. It'll get easier to speak with time. That said, we can't rule out the possibility of a relapse. As a precaution, I would keep him away from lightning-infused objects.
Lightning. Does that include regulators?
It does. I understand if it's difficult for you to part with something that you've worn for so long, though, so it's entirely up to you.
No. For Milos' sake, I will do it. And if the environment here isn't good for him, I must consider moving outside the dome.
You two would be more than welcome in Tulihyolal.
It's very assuring to hear that. If you don't mind, could you tell me about the process?
I'm happy. I can talk again. Before, I couldn't even thank my mother for caring for me. But now we can talk lots. I can tell her that I'm happy, that I like it when she strokes my hair.
Your mother is happy to talk to you as well, I'm sure.
Queen Sphene always cheered me up. Always said that she would cure me. Today, I'll practice walking with Mother. And next time, I'll go and visit you.
Thank you for explaining everything.
That was quick.
We'll come again to check on you. So if you have any other questions, just let me know. Right. Let's get going, shall we?
Please come back soon. You too, miss.
You too, stranger I've never seen before. Please come back.
It's good to see Milos doing so well.
The Endless Me gave him the strength to hang on, and she didn't rely on any special power to do so.
She wanted her people to be happy. Even though we had to fight, her love for them was very real, and it reached Milos.
I wish to be there to watch him grow as well. To make my way beside the people of Alexandria. In the name of his evolution, Calyx has wrought much unease and misery, and I cannot condone his path. No, I shall forge ahead on a path of my own, one that honors the memory of my other self.
Good for you, Sphene. Good for you. Find your own path. Yes, Endless Queen Sphene had a lot of love for her subjects. That was probably part of you. So you have it in you as well. I believe in you. Seekers of Eternity. Sphene is in higher spirits. Milos is a kind and brave boy. It did me well to see him. One day I hope that I can speak with him about my other self. Come, let us return to the back room. And on the way, let us pick up treats for our friends, a little gift to show our appreciation for their hard work. Yes, what kind of treats? Snakes? Popcorn? Chocolates? Announcements?
Citizens of Alexandria, please be advised. The distribution of neo-regulators has concluded. We ask that all recipients equip their regulators and promptly complete device registration.
Please don't. Bad things are gonna happen.
The evolution of our kind is at hand. Together we shall rise above death and bask in the infinite possibilities of eternal life.
What is this?
Evolution? What evolution?
Those with neo-regulators will become endless, apparently.
You mean there's no more? Well, don't you feel lucky?
Don't look at me like that. Queen Sphene said there were only so many.
I haven't registered mine yet. The more I thought about it, the more unsure I felt about becoming an Endless.
Well, I registered right away. Anything to stop those terrible nightmares of being killed by mechanical soldiers.
Ultimately, what you think is immaterial, for the seeds we've sown have already quickened. The people have glimpsed hope in transcending death, and they can ill turn away from it. I see. The terror of their first encounter with death still lingers in their hearts. Having previously been spared even the idea of it, they know not how to handle the emotions.
The funeral was meant to give everyone the chance to come to terms with loss, to grieve and move forward together. But everyone who was wearing a regulator had their memories of that moment erased. And to see those oblivious, happy souls, those who remembered must have wondered if it might not be better to be like them, to go back to a time when death didn't exist.
And now they've been presented with the chance to do just that by becoming an Endless. It's not hard to see why they would consider it.
If this fear of death continues to spread among the people, what will become of Alexandria? The gifts for our friends will have to wait. We should return to the back room at once.
Aw, no snakes. Well, run back to the back room. We're in all the way there, good. Almost at a sprint.
Oh, you're safe. That broadcast had us worried. The entire populace is on edge.
So Alphino and the others are still out there.
We have a situation on our hands! A civilian has been killed by a mechanical soldier here on Trueview. Wayakwe is on the scene and reports that the problem unit has been subdued by another sentry.
That doesn't make sense. Only someone with the King of Resolve's authority could order a soldier to do that.
Have you been hacked?
Not good. I tried to check the status of the authority but was blocked from the core system. Given recent developments, I'd wager that Calyx is responsible for this.
He was actually hacked.
Perhaps we should go and see for ourselves.
Not social engineered hacked, but hacked.
It's me. There's been an incident in the outskirts.
There too?
A mechanical soldier attacked a local resident. For no apparent reason. Fortunately, several nearby hunters dealt with the rogue machine. So everyone is safe. But if other soldiers were to... Wait. Is that... Oh gods. More hostile sentries are bound for the settlement. I'll try to lure them away and then lose them somehow.
Ill tidings, I take it.
In the outskirts too?
You'll go and help Erenville, won't you? We couldn't forgive ourselves if he came to harm. I'll have Geo join you from Earth and Sky.
I'm coming too. I can't stay here while my people are in danger.
Let's go.
My people, you just stumbled into the power, Gulolja. You barely done anything. You've been kept hidden away for your entire life. Or not kept hidden away, you've been hiding away your entire life. Barely anyone knows you. But at least you're trying to take responsibility, so that's something. Things have settled down here, but I still see no sign of Erenville. Let's split up and look for him. Gulolja, Sveen, please search in the settlement area. Meanwhile, the rest of us who can defend ourselves will head further out. How much further out? Quite a bit further out. Okay. We have Erenville and a terrified citizen and 3 robots. We're gonna kill all the robots. They are very glitched and very dead. Will I bonk you with my white mage stick? Oh. No. 1. I shall not bonk them with my stick. It is not a very durable stick. Here you go, Erenville. On your feet. That was a close call. My thanks. As I was leading the soldiers away, I caught sight of this poor fellow being pursued. I went to help, but was rather out of my depth. We're lucky you found us when you did. Did you hear those heavy footsteps? As they came running in. Erenville, I'm so glad you're safe. We were quite worried when we couldn't find you. We encountered soldiers on the way here. Most paid us no mind, but some turned out to be hostile. There's no way to tell until they set on you. The ones here also attacked without any warning. If I hadn't been paying attention, it could have ended badly. Hopefully the others were able to escape. We should return to the outskirts and take stock.
Right. We're none the worse for the wear. But let's see what the situation is here.
Geode and his people came and joined us while we were searching for you. After which we happened to encounter Malachite. His usher duties brought him here, and he has quite the story to tell.
It's a bit puzzling, to say the least. Even so, I'll try my best to explain. I was called to attend to the unfortunate soul slain by the mechanical soldier. Yet, when I arrived, I found no body, only a pile of dust, which the wind quickly scattered. Confused, I questioned the residents, but none knew what had become of it.
How odd. Did they remember the victim at least?
They did. Their memories of the deceased weren't sent to the cloud, I don't believe. Yet, no body remained.
If someone took it, surely they would have been noticed.
With your permission, I shall return to the government sector for now. Please take care.
This is terrible. Why would they make the soldiers do this?
If preservation is behind the attacks, I fear this won't be the end of it.
All the Neo-Regulators have been distributed, and potentially 5,000 Endless are about to be born. What does Calix hope to achieve with these killings? Does he seek to frighten people into registering them? Or perhaps...
That would be my first guess. We're all getting calls? Even me?
Oh, thank the 12 you answered. Shale told me what happened. Is everything all right? I see. 'Tis a relief to hear that Erenville is safe. Alas, I do not have good news to share in return. A driver lost control of his vehicle when its interface became unresponsive, and it crashed into the Nexus arcade, injuring several people. Kryl and I are helping to render aid, but with the Sentries behaving strangely, we can't afford to lower our guard. Remain vigilant, my friend.
Just accidents? What the hell is he trying to do?
I just received word from the backroom. A hover cargo on TrueView threw off its driver, and it's rampaging through the area as we speak.
Alphino had a similarly troubling report for me. Apparently, a riderless machine in the government sector came to life near a crowd clamoring for Neo-Regulators. It proceeded to mow down several citizens, causing serious injuries.
This is a tragedy. We must go and help the people.
Sphene, wait! I'm coming with you!
Alphino is with Y'shtola, and he said they'll be all right. I'll go and see if other incidents have occurred elsewhere. From here, I'll head towards the quarry by way of the Drift Downs.
Certainly a lot of hover cargoes coming and going in those parts. I'll join you.
I shall remain here and speak further with the locals. I have company now, so you needn't worry about me.
Then let's return to Solution 9. If we hurry, we can catch up to Lamachi and Sphene.
Causing injuries with traffic accidents seems kind of weird for Calix. Unless he just wants to induce general fear and suspicion and confusion. But to what end? I mean, everyone's gotta have been injured at points, right? So this wouldn't really do much?
Sphene's gone ahead. I leave her with you.
Unless they wanted to draw out Oblivion? Hey, it's you, Arcadian guy.
Bloody things have gone mad.
Surely there's a finite number of these things.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Everyone, please try to remain calm and make your way to resolution. This is just like before, when Terrelja unleashed the soldiers on us. I don't have any souls left. I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
Suppose it could also be to create a rift between Gulolja and these citizens. Try and make it seem like he's attacking them, and thus by extension us.
No, you don't! Are you all...
No! No! Why did you do that? Why? You can't just leave me alone like this! If we had been endless then, you'd still be here. You'd still be with me. But now...
Yeah, that guy I bonked with my stick. Kinda seems like they're...
Are you alright?
Circling back to the first thing, trying to push people into becoming endless then? Out of worry and fear?
So many hurt. So many dead. This is wrong. This is all wrong.
Thank the 12, you're all unharmed. 'Tis small solace amidst this tragedy, however. The machine rampage seems to have been only temporary. Soldiers and vehicles alike ceased to operate all at once, as if they had fulfilled their purpose, which I'm betting is exactly what they had. It's the same outside Everkeep, though members of Oblivion are keeping watch for good measure. The first attacks came shortly after the announcement that new regulators had run out. It can't have been a coincidence. I struggle to imagine that anyone but Calyx could gain control of the soldiers. This must have served his ends in some way. Gulolja, are you still without your authority? It's fine now, I'm in control again. We might take the opportunity to shut down the machines. There's no guarantee that this won't happen again. Lamati just talked with Everkeep's administrators about that. They said it wasn't so simple. The mechanical soldiers don't only serve as guards, they also perform various vital tasks like providing medical treatment and managing food production. If we shut them down, we'd struggle to render aid to the citizens, let alone restore their lives to normal. I made it so they can't use weapons anymore, though. Hopefully that makes it a little safer. That seems the best approach for now. Thank you for your swift action, Gulolja. This powerlessness, I can abide it no longer. No matter how much hardship and loss we could endure if there was but happiness at the end. Yet all I see now is suffering and misery. And I cannot bear it. I want to protect the people. For their happiness, I would do anything and everything. So please, please lend me your aid. Of course. Sure we will. Oh, Sphene, you found the words I wish you'd said back then. Our strength is yours, Sphene. Together we'll get through this. Let us split up and get to work. Might I trouble you to report to Shale, my friend? Of course. You do all the work, I go back to the back rooms and just talk to Shale. Seems like a fair distribution of labor. It's been a trying day, but it seems the worst is behind us. What's the situation out there now? Well, it's calmed down. Well, you moved quickly to restore things to normal. Thank you. Yet, while disarming the soldier is indeed prudent, it is a far from comprehensive measure. I don't know why I expected it is a far cry there, but it is a far from comprehensive measure when vehicles can be commandeered to inflict damage and sow chaos. For the time being, I'll set our people to keeping a close watch on machines. I also have a mind to consult the authorities about enlisting hunters to our aid. I must regain my proficiency in magic. To that end, I shall seek advice from Y'shtola and Alisaie. Well, I can help you with some white magic. Among the books we recovered from the castle was a grimoire I once used. I hope to learn to wield it again at everyone's side. I wonder if you get some extra dialogue here if you're a black mage. Too bad mine is only at 90. As for the key, I think it best that it remains in your care, though it means you will bear the greatest risk. Hey, Lady Sphene, I already got hit by a freaking lightning bolt and survived. I think we'll be fine. In order to ease your burden, I shall endeavor to become a capable warrior and make Otis and Zelenia proud. I actually wouldn't mind having her in a future trust, maybe in 7.3. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. We're in dead memory. Previously living memory, now dead memory. Of course you're hanging out here, you little creepy little bastard.
By illness weakened, by wounds unmade, by age decayed. Such fragile flesh is worthless to us.
Us?
How mankind should evolve, shall evolve. I have already arrived at the answer. The time is come to pose a new question.
Do tell. Reprieve from death, but at what cost? For endless life, a legion lost. And I guess that's the end of 7.2, The Seekers of Eternity. I actually like this patch more than 7.1. I'm a little bit intrigued about Calyx and what he's doing and his plans. I actually kind of like real Sphene. And I do hope that she'll relearn her magic or re-energize her magic or whatever and join us at some point. I don't mind Wuklamat as much, because she's mostly hanging back and she's not everywhere and in your face all the time. I actually had quite fun bringing her along in the dungeon Recollection. As for the dungeon, well, the dungeon was okay. Despite my screw-ups on the first boss. The trial was definitely fun. So fun, but again, probably because... What do you mean again? As usual, probably because it's the first time we do it, don't really know what's going on. Healing to the left, healing to the right, healing everywhere. And as soon as we learn, it's probably just gonna be a Dance Revolution and barely any healing and just spam glaring as usual. But for now, it is fun. So yes, this patch, looking forward to, actually kind of looking forward to, yes. That was my spontaneous reaction, looking forward to where the story goes from here. 7.0 and 7.1, stinkers. 7.2. You kinda, I'm nibbling on the hook again. I'm just nibbling on the hook. We'll see if they can reel me in with 7.3. Unfortunately, there's still not really much to do if you're a casual player. I would have wanted the exploratory zone now. Or even better, start releasing it at in 7.0, like a month after, just start it and just slowly ramp it out, whatever. That's not part of what we did, but yes, looking forward to seeing where we go from here. But yes, that was 7.2, Seekers of Eternity, like we said, as always. Thank you for hanging out with me and joining me on this little MSQ journey. I had more fun than I thought I would have, which is a good thing. Anywho, again, thank you. Please take care of yourself, stay strong. Take care of yourself out there. I said that already. I just fell back to what I usually say. But yes, take care of yourself out there, stay kind and strong, and I hope I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.